The concept of lounge after-match party was first introduced during the Sahara Cup tournament involving India and Pakistan in Toronto back in 1997. Abhijit Sarkar, who is the corporate communications head of Sahara India Parivar, shares his experience how close they were in acquiring a franchise in the inaugural season of IPL. According to Mr. Sarkar, IPL as a brand has only got bigger and bigger over the years.
It was one of the most memorable events in the history of Indian sports and the most iconic sports tournament of the country, no doubt about it, which started on 18th April 2008. And we were very much involved in the Indian cricketing system. And to be very frank, I will just divert a little bit because we also started in a very little form. I think you were also involved at that point of time. That was long back in 96, 97, 98 in Toronto, India, between India and Pakistan, where first time there was a lounge and festivities around. But it was not that big the way it was conceptualized by Lalit Modi and BCCI. And fortunately, I was privileged to be part of the history on that day when I witnessed the inaugural IPL match played between RCB and KKR at Chinnaswamy Stadium, Bangalore. And I was there on the invitation of Lalit Modi. I was in the commissioner's box. And it was no doubt about it. It was an amazing extravaganza of the glamour, sports, showmanship. Probably the first time to be seen in India that anything that of that scale was seen. And the opening ceremony, I cannot recall, but it was a glizzy laser show. And the way the captains were introduced of their respective teams, and one cannot think that with a beer can in your hand or with a wine glass in your hand, you are watching a six being hit by Brendan McCullum. And the two captains of the Indian team, of the IPL team, were the greatest in Indian cricket. One was Saurabh Ganguly on the other side of KKR and Rahul Dravid on RCB's side. And the whole cricketing world had come under one roof. And then the show was lit by the 73 ball, 158 Brendan scored. That was totally, we were absolutely delighted the way the situation, and the cricketing world, the glamour world, and the new concept, you were seeing the cheerleaders around. That was also a new concept happening. And when in the box, from Kumar Mangalam Birla to Praful Patel, you name the top notch of the industry, from Vijay Mallya, everybody. Because Vijay Mallya was the owner of the RCB team at that point of time. So he was there, and all of them were there. They were interacting, they were intermingling, they were enjoying. There was festivities all around. The whole concept of a drab gentleman's game was changed into a glizzy glamour, and the whole scenario of cricket changed. And the people will keep on watching for the generations to come. What was the basic scenario was, at that point of time, no doubt it was conceptualized by BCCI and Lalit Modi, but they were not sure that how many bidders will come. They were the OTT, the bid document was bought by everybody. We also bought it, but they were not sure how many will bid. It was a new concept. And Lalit Modi was personally calling everybody, every owner, every person who had a stake in Indian cricket, that they should come and bid. It's a big thing. It's a big concept. So, to be very honest, we were also not sure about it. So, naturally, in that dilemma, we will go, because the bid was supposed to happen in Bombay. So, all of a sudden in the night, according to the bid document, we were supposed to send the draft within 48 hours. So maybe we in the dilemma, we missed not to submit the document and the draft within 48 hours. Actually, we submitted in 24 hours. But we asked Mr. Modi. Mr. Modi said, no, you come over, you submit the document, you please come. Because I think he was also not sure how many will come. So we were right there. I took a night flight, early morning flight. There was to early morning flight from Lucknow. I took early morning flight, landed there, and straight away, because we had filled a document there, I had to just fill the figure for Kolkata. Our first option was Kolkata, second option was Kanpur, and I think third was Delhi. And all three we were high. We were the amount which was given to the other bidders. We were high in all the three bids. So I personally handed over the bid document to Modi. Mr. Modi took the document, and there were other bidders also. I think Future Group and ICICI Prudentials. But the bid was accepted, but I could call it accepted, was taken over. But I handed over the document to Mr. Modi. But when the bid was about to be opened, just before that, there was objection from the Banis and Mr. Malia that they had the draft document has not been filled on time. I don't know. God knows how did they come to know that we had not filled the document on time, because but objection was raised and our bid document was cancelled. So but if it would have gone through, we would have been the owner of Kolkata. From in every perspective, from the cricketing perspective, from the players' perspective, from the organizer perspective, from the as a cricketing world as a whole, they have never thought of this concept, such a big, huge concept, a money-making machine like IPL. Because when the IPL happened, then only the other leagues have mushroomed all over the world. So IPL is the biggest brand. IPL has initiated this concept in the cricketing world.